Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to propagate peppers. Now, if you have grown peppers outdoor before, there are many incidents that could happen to your plant. And if you have many plants, that wouldn't be too much of an issue, but if you only have one, then that will be a big problem. For the past few days, we have really crazy storm that keeps blowing my tree over, and today when I came out, one of the branch broke. It's basically half of the tree that fell off. So there it is right there. I really like this MOA Scotch bonnet plant, so I don't want it to go to waste. So what I'm going to try to do is to save this so that I'll have another tree. Propagating pepper is very easy. You can use very simple items that people just throw away, like recycle bottles. And I use this too for smaller plants. To propagate is not always successful, so what you want to do is to do multiple cuttings instead of just one to guarantee the success. So the items you will need are just simple bottles. Anything that are similar to this, it doesn't have to be bottles. You can use a glass container if you like, if you have it. This is for a smaller branch. This is just a ketchup container or any type of container. Of course, you need some scissors or any cutting instruments. And rooting hormone is optional. If you have it, use it. It will try to boost the success, but if you don't have it, that's fine. Before we start, let me show you some of the clones that I've done already. Here is my Reaper tree. And this Reaper plant broke as well, the same way as the other plant. So I didn't want it to go to waste, and I took the branch and propagate this, and so it's now becoming a very nice looking tree, and it's already starting to produce fruit inside this little container. Another one I did is from the same Reaper plant. I took a smaller branch and I placed it into this container, and when it started to grow and root it, I placed it into a hydroponic system, and as you can see, the roots are there. And so that's how you can plant those once it's ready to go. Alright, to start, what you need to do is have bottles of water, and I'm gonna do it just like this. Here's you can do it to herbs as well, and here's my rosemary. Uncap the bottle and then just cut right beneath the line right here where the label ends. And then you have your container there. And for this, all you have to do is just cut some holes into the top of the lid. Fill this up with water. These are just normal tap water. You don't need anything special. And if you have a long branch, you can just leave the bottle like this and stick the branch in. So let's start with cutting the branch down. So what you want to do is get rid of all of these leaves here. You don't need the bigger leaves, but you do want to leave some leaves so that the pepper can perform photosynthesis to stay alive. If you don't have any leaves at all, it's going to be very difficult for the plants to come back to life. I'll do multiple cuttings for this. So let's just cut the plant right here. You want to cut it at about a 45-degree angle. So cut right there. And there are some buds right there from my first plant. What I'm gonna do is place the plant right here, add some water, just tap water, nothing special. There you go. So we're done with one. Let's put this aside. I'm gonna do another one for this one. So let's get rid of all the leaves here. And then we'll cut this one. That's my other branch. And you can leave it just like that in the water with the branch sticking out. So that's my second one. So let's do one smaller for this little container. Let's get rid of all of these leaves. is what I have left. And place it right there. So you don't want too many leaves, because that would, with too many leaves, the plant would try to focus on trying to keep the leaves alive and not root. So that's the reason why we cut and get rid of many of the leaves as we can. And if you see buds on these, just take them out. They'll fall off anyway, but you don't want it to focus on fruiting. So you just want it to focus on rooting. So there it is. This branch is a little bit awkward, so that's why it's gonna be very difficult. So let me try to see if I can do this one. Alright, there we have it. So we have 3, and very likely some of these will not make it, but one of them will, and I will keep you guys updated. And before we cut out the video, I'm gonna use one rooting hormone for this particular one. So we're gonna give it a test to see which one would root faster. So I'm just gonna take a little, dump that in there, and just stir this up. Alright, there you have it. I'll come back in a few weeks. It should take 4 to 5 weeks for this to finally start to root. So in a few weeks I'll come back and let you see the progress on this. Alright, today is 16 days later, and I have some good news. One of the branches has started to produce some roots, and check that out. This is much faster than I anticipated, because I was thinking about 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even 5. But here it is with some roots right there. And what's surprising to me is that the plant in this container did not have any rooting hormone, and the one in this container has some rooting hormone, but this one has no roots just yet. It has developed some shoots there. Initially there was just buds early in the beginning of the video, and now it started to produce more of the leaves, and the shoots are much larger. And this 2 here, this one was just a stump, and now that one started to put out some more leaves. This one here is still doing okay. There's nothing yet, but they're all still looking alive and well. So as you can see, propagating peppers is very simple. You can just use a really easy method that would not cost you too much, and this plant is basically almost ready. If you leave it there for a few days more, the roots will grow much longer. You can actually start dumping out the water and switch it out to hydroponic nutrients, and the roots will grow even faster. But I'm gonna end this video here. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to propagate peppers, and this is what I've done for a while, and it worked really well. And as I mentioned early in the video, if you have a tree that fell over outside and you don't want to lose it, don't just trash it. Just use this method and try to propagate it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and thank you for watching.